My name is Dave Ives. I'm excited about being your host for this evening. I would encourage you to grab a pen and paper and jot down some questions that you may have that Peter may stimulate you thinking about, and get back with the individual who invited you onto the webinar this evening. So with that said, I'm going to bring on a good friend, a business partner, and the reason why we are in this business opportunity, because he picked up the telephone and made a call and asked if I was open to meet for a coffee to explore an opportunity. Hopefully that's how you arrive, with an open mind, a pen and paper ready, and positioning yourselves to be presented the number one, in my personal opinion, opportunity out there right now, which is on a global growth trend. So with that said, Peter, I'm going to hand it over to you, my friend, and I'm looking forward to sharing with the rest of the audience this evening.
Thanks very much, Dave. Without further ado, I'll get started. So I'm really excited tonight to take you through the global business opportunity that we have here with World Global Network and their brand new life sensing technology. So what we're going to do in tonight's presentation is quickly take you through really these 7 key components we're looking at the business. We're going to talk about the company, the management, we're going to go through some of the details of the comp plan, why it's important to be an emerging trend when you're in business, talk about the team you're involved with. Obviously, timing of an opportunity is really important, and of course, the all-important product. So I'm going to share those 7 key components with you tonight. The first of which, of course, is to talk about our founder, CEO, and president, Mr. Fabio Gaudi. Now, the way to think of Fabio really is a tech guru, a Steve Jobs type character who's always innovating the industry or tech space. You can see in 1994 he founded the second largest internet service in Italy, which went on to be the 5th largest in Europe. By 2002, he produced one of the world's first touchscreen LCD PCs. So think of all the touchscreen technology like the iPads and the touchscreen PCs. Fabio was one of the first in the world to bring that to market. So Fabio is all about innovation, about stretching the boundaries of technology. Now, we're a 5-year-old company. We currently have offices in over 13 countries around the world. But what is really, really exciting and important to understand is we're actually available to do business in over 195 countries. That's ground floor in 195 countries. We're going to touch a little bit more on that a bit later. We're a publicly listed company, so you can look at that on the NASDAQ stock exchange. You can type in the stock symbol WRMT and you can see how we're doing. Now, what's interesting, when I first looked at this company several months ago, the share price was around 40 cents and it's already up around 350, 360. So there's been incredible growth. But what I do know is Fabio's goal is to take this to $50, $60, $70 per share. And actually what's really exciting for next year, for 2017, is that actually you'll have the chance to actually earn shares within the company, as well as the great compensation plan when building your business. So you can earn double-ended there. We've had over 700,000 happy customers to date in over 100 countries, and we made over $150 million in sales in last year alone. So we are a AAA rated opportunity. So if you're looking at this tonight as a possible business opportunity for you, you can take great peace of mind here, because out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of home-based businesses, of network marketing company opportunities out there, there is less than 20 that are a AAA plus rated opportunity, and we are one of those. So you know you are a partner with a great solid company. Fabio's first goal was to be in the top 100 within 5 years. He did that on his 5th year. They got to 77th place, you can see there. And what's more exciting and interesting is that Fabio's next goal is to be in the top 10 by the year 2020. And in order to be in the top 10 in the entire industry, you need to do at least $2 billion a year in sales. So that is their goal, is to go from $157 million to $2 billion, over $2 billion by the year 2020. So we guys are in the right place at the right time in terms of riding that trend. But we already have incredible success stories to date. Literally about 6-7 months ago, I guess, Chinita and Nat Purana, you can see my good friends there out in Thailand. They've hit number 14. Now this is interesting. This is the list of top earners in the entire space of network marketing. Out of the 83 million plus distributors around the world, in all of the companies available, they come top 20 earners within 6 or 7 months. That, guys, shows you what is incredibly possible here. Normally it takes decades to get into the top 50, but we have many people now appearing in the top 50 because of our incredible growth with our incredible new product range. So we are hitting what we like to call momentum stage, or where critical mass starts to come on board. If you want to position yourself, if you could think of the perfect position to put yourself in front of a wave of a company which is absolutely exploding around the world, that time is right now, just at the start of where critical mass comes in, where it goes mainstream, where the masses come in. You want to position yourself ahead of that, or as it's happening, and ride that all the way to 2020. And this is where 80% of the distribution force is going to join, and where 80% of the sales is going to happen during this next phase. So how are we going to go from $157 million a year to over $2 billion by the year 2020? Well, that is again through Fabio's genius of innovating and stretching the boundaries of technology. And Fabio has extended the technology boundaries in the world of wearable technology. You can see here, this is a fast emerging growing trend. Remember earlier when I said the importance of being part of a growing trend? Look at the bottom left here. You can see the wearable devices. In 2013, there was 8 million wearable devices sold. By 2016, there's over 111 million devices sold. So you can see that's huge growth. And predicted between 2016 and 2020, you can see there will be 164 million wristband devices sold during that time space. And that's where we have positioned ourselves in this emerging growing trend. This is the growth curve you want to see if you're joining in a business. And what Fabio has created and World Global Network is the world's most powerful wearable tech, and the world's first wearable tech in healthcare. Welcome to the HELO, the health lifestyle oracle, and this is just a real game changer. Here are just some of the functions we have and that are coming shortly. We're able to directly off of the device read your blood pressure, your heart rate. We can do it ECG right off of the wristband. Incredible. We do your sleep quality, your breath rates, emotions, fatigue, steps, calories. We have a great SOS function I'll talk about later. But here are some of the interesting features we have coming shortly. We'll be able to read your blood oxygen levels, your blood sugar levels, and blood glucose. Guys, this right here is an absolute game changer. Imagine the millions and millions and millions of people around the world that suffer from diabetes that every single day have to prick their finger to take a blood sample to get their blood sugar levels. It's a real concern for people and a real worry. You're going to be able to get 24/7 automatically straight off of the HELO without piercing the skin, without taking a blood sample, and know your exact blood sugar levels. That, guys, just that one feature is a game changer. We're also going to be able to read your blood temperature levels, alcohol levels. We even have a function called the mosquito shield, because again, this is about disease prediction and monitoring. And here's a way that we'll be able to keep mosquitoes away. Wherever you are around the world, it will detect your location and emit a certain frequency for that area in the world to keep those mosquitoes at bay. So again, it's about disease prevention, about risk prevention, and preventing things like strokes and heart attacks and all things like that by monitoring your vitals, your core health. So how do we do this and what's going on? Well, World have partnered with two incredible corporations. The first is with a company called Quality. They're a manufacturing company out in Asia that give us the manufacturing capability to produce up to 3 million devices per month. So as we start to grow around the world, and remember the HELO has only been out a few short months, but as we take and expand this into those 195 countries, we'll be able to cope with the demand of this expansion with the production. If we max out that production capability, we'll be a $4 billion per year company. So we can do double the goal of FabAid by 2020. Up to $4 billion a year without having to increase our capability in terms of manufacturing. The next incredibly powerful and fantastic combination is with Toshiba. And you can see here that the press release with Toshiba on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. So we have partnered with Toshiba and used their chipset, their processors in the HELO and their technology. And we have an exclusivity agreement on that technology as well. So here's a couple of things of interest. The first thing, this is the first time in my over a decade of experience of being a full-time network marketing professional in this industry where I have seen a corporate giant such as Toshiba, who do $50 billion a year, put their name to a network marketing company. So guys, if you think you need to check out the credibility, guys, don't you think that a $50 billion a year company has checked out this company and are willing to put their name to it? But not only that, they're so impressed. Now understand this, they're so impressed with the HELO technology that they are displaying it at their stand at the CES show in Las Vegas in January 2017. Guys, that is the world's largest consumer electronics show, and Toshiba are proud to have it part of their display of their technology. Guys, if you don't realize the significance of that, it's unbelievable that Toshiba are so impressed with our product that they actually want to show it to the world at the world's largest consumer electronics show. So that gives you great peace of mind that we've partnered with corporate giants, that we have an incredible device, and that the credibility is there where a $50 billion a year company is partnered with us. Now we've developed to go along with the HELO, the app. This is for iOS and Android phones. You can do it all from your phone. You can automatically get your readings. You can see where your stats are, or you can do manual testing on all those things. It's absolutely fantastic. But also you can monitor your loved ones. So imagine that you have elderly grandparents or parents, maybe they even live on the other side of the world in Australia or America or New Zealand or out in Asia, anywhere. You can monitor on a daily basis their vitals. And if anything goes into abnormal ranges, you are alerted. This gives you not an incredible peace of mind, but also gives you the ability to take action immediately. Remember, you can, this is preventative. You can get them to a hospital quickly. You can call them, see if they're okay, tell them they need to go see a doctor, get them to hospital, whatever. You can keep an eye on your loved ones with this device, or even your family, your children, parents, grandparents that live around you. You can all monitor your loved ones with this incredible app. Another great feature that we have is called the SOS or panic button. Anyone wearing the device can double tap the button on the side, and the HELO will send out to your setup guardians an alert message via SMS, via email, through the app, and not only say that the person is in trouble, but give the exact time and location, the GPS position of where that person is. It even sends you a Google Maps of their location. So again, this gives great peace of mind. Some examples could be with young children, or again, even with elderly grandparents or parents. What if one of them falls over? We've heard, horror stories where elderly people have fallen over, maybe broken a hip or an arm or leg. They can't get up, and they could be stranded there, sometimes for days. Now, here's a great thing. Again, you'll be able to see the stress levels go through the roof on the HELO app for your garden, but also they're able to press that panic button and you can assist them or get help to them immediately. So again, great peace of mind for both the wearer and the loved ones. Not only are we able to monitor your health, but we also actually improve your health. By wearing the HELO, you actually improve the health of your body. We have various stones, Himalayan salt stones, titanium. We also have germanium. Now, germanium is a really important element here, you can see, and has lots of features. It's a natural antioxidant, but also it is, and I suggest the best thing to do, guys, is to Google the word germanium and see all of the incredible health benefits for the human body. But one of the most powerful things is it can really improve your blood circulation and oxygenation, which again is vitally important to your health. And here is a before and after picture you can see of somebody before wearing the HELO and then after wearing the HELO. So again, there is evidence that by actually wearing the device, it is impacting the health of your body. Now, the app comes in two versions. You have the HELO app, which is free, and for that you get certain functions and features, or you can have what I like to call the HELO Pro Health Plan. This is $12 per month to have this health plan, and it protects you and it sets up your guardians. It allows you to have all the plugins like the oxygen, the blood sugar levels, the viscosity, the blood temperature, the alcohol levels, all of the new features and functions that will come out in the future. But also store your personal DNA profile or your vitals on a daily basis. So customers and distributors can have a choice to go with the free app or use the Pro Health Plan. Imagine it, guys, as a health plan program to help you avoid problems in the future. Now, although I said before there is no device on the planet like ours, there isn't. All of the other wearable tech is really for fitness and fitness monitoring devices. We are the world's first and only health wearable device, but we are still competitively priced to even just fitness devices. We are cheaper than some, a little bit more expensive than others, but competitively priced. But look at the additional feature range, and this is just growing and growing and growing. The great thing about this technology is because you can have firmware updates and software updates, we can improve the technology whilst you're wearing it. You don't need to necessarily buy a brand new device. More and more functions are coming all the time. Now, we've heard some incredible stories out in Thailand where the device was first released out there in Asia. Top right, you can see this guy in the first week of wearing his HELOs. You can see his stats were coming abnormal. He thought he better go to hospital and get it double checked. He wasn't sure. He'd only just received the HELO. Tested on the medical devices, it came out the same and was actually admitted into hospital for 3 days. Now, this guy had no clue that there was actually a problem. So this probably avoided a possible stroke or heart attack in the near future because the HELO warned him that there was abnormal readings on his ECG, high blood pressure, etc. There have been many, many stories like this, and I promise you in 2017 there will be many, many, many lives saved with this incredible device. So that's how we're going to take World Global Network from $157 million a year to over $2 billion a year by the year 2020 with our life sensing technology, the world game changer called the HELO. Plus, we're going to bring out other devices and features and functions in that space. So that's the opportunity that you have to partner with our company, to wear the HELO yourself, to share it with others, and be part of that growth curve which is happening around the world. So how do you get started? It's very simple. There are 3 simple steps. Step number 1 is to become a member and pick a pack. We have 2 packs. We have the partner pack, which is an individual pack where you just get 1 HELO for yourself. Or the more sensible and more popular package is the executive package. Not only do you get 4 HELOs included in that, you actually get 1 additional one for free. Plus, it works out cheaper per device to buy the executive pack than it does the partner pack. Plus, you can earn up to 3 times as much money, or actually, following this system, you can earn up to 5 times the amount of money for the same amount of work. And Dave's going to go through that for you a bit later. If you build a team of people in executive pack, you're going to earn 5 times as much money as you are coming in on the personal and building with that. So guys, it makes sense to come in as a serious business partner on that executive level. Step number 2 is to become a team builder. In World Global Network, you build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. Bring in 1 team member on the left, 1 team member on the right. You're now a team builder. And that opens up for you the team volume commission, and you get an additional 1% money box or fidelity box. Now, I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes, but that's a very important and valuable additional commission there. Step number 3 is to become a team builder. And this is very simple. You have the 2 people that you bring in to do exactly what you did and to get there too. So you help them get 2 on the one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right underneath them, and you become a team developer. And this opens up the rest of the compensation plan. And this is something you only have to do once, and then you are qualified for life. You're qualified for the rank recognition, the check matching bonuses, up to 10 generations, up to 10% check match, millionaire pools, car bonuses, luxury lifestyle trips around the world, millionaire carpool share, all sorts of bonuses for this. So step number 1, pick a pack. Number 2, become a team builder. Step number 3, become a team developer. But what's the earning potential here, guys? Well, it literally is absolutely life-changing. The USA launched about 8 or 9 weeks ago, and they have people from silver all the way through to double president millionaire. The UK launched literally a few weeks ago. We already have diamonds and a grand diamond in the UK. So you can see this is, you don't need to get very far in this compensation plan for it to become a significant business opportunity for you, a great part-time full-time income for you, or even a full-time income for you if that's the way you want to go. So guys, absolutely life-changing incomes. And as I mentioned earlier, Nat and Chinita Puranaputra, who helped launch Thailand about 8 months ago, have now hit the rank of Grand President Millionaire. Guys, that is incredible. And less than, in 8 months, less than a year, they've got to Grand President Millionaire. And I know there are going to be many more to follow suit. So the opportunity here is huge in a growing trend, a growing market. You're helped and supported every step of the way as you work through the ranks, from both the corporate side and from this team. We are part of the team of Global Master Distributors, Natri and Chinita Puranaputra. You're part of the UK launch team, part of the US launch team, part of the team that's launching Europe and the rest of the world. So we have the experience and the knowledge to support you every step of the way. So that's the HELO, and that's how you get started. What about the ongoing commitment? What about the ongoing residual income? Well, this is really the other thing that made our jaw hit the floor when we saw this. Obviously, the product was the first thing we saw, which made our jaws hit the floor. The second was the fact that it was a global opportunity ground floor, literally no one had heard of. And the third thing was the monthly loyalty membership. Because in most network marketing companies, there's a monthly, what we call auto ship requirement. And it's usually about $150. And for that, you receive some product, probably of what you already own, and you qualify to get paid. Well, here in World, it's only $59, and you get qualified to get paid. But you get additional benefits for this. And this is going to absolutely blow you away. Number 2, we also give you, remember I mentioned earlier, the extra 1% in the money box or loyalty box. Guys, in just a few short weeks, I already have more in my money box than what a yearly loyalty membership is going to cost. So this could be worth hundreds, thousands, or tens of thousands to you, an extra commissionable bonus every single. And what happens is after 12 months of being on the loyalty membership consecutively, they smash the piggy bank and give that to you in cash. It's yours to keep. Next thing we give you is 5 of the HELO Pro health plans. Remember, we spoke about those earlier, the $12 per month health plans. You get 5 of those, which is perfect for your executive kit, because you get 4 HELOs plus 1 free, that's 5. Now all 5 of those are covered on the HELO Pro plan. That means that your loved ones, your kids, your family are all protected, or if you sell them to some people, you can run the Pro Health plan on them and know that they are covered. You want to make sure they get all the updates and features. That in itself is worth more than the monthly cost of the membership. How about every single year after 12 consecutive months of being on membership that you receive whatever the latest and greatest wearable technology is from World Global Network? Take a look at the picture top right hand corner. You can see this is a concept design of one of the next generation HELOs. Imagine receiving that free of charge every single year by merely remaining on that loyalty membership. We're also bringing out in 2017 the HELO phone. This is an Italian designed luxury smartphone, and this is more powerful than the latest Apple iPhone 7 and some of the Android phones. Look at the specs on this. Again, how would you like to receive the latest smartphone technology every single year for free for life? While you remain on the loyalty membership every 12 months consecutive, you have the opportunity to get a free HELO phone. Even if you've never actually purchased one of the HELO phones, it's yours to keep. We also give you a protection plan for both the HELO and, once you have it, the HELO phone. We've all done it, dropped it, smashed it, broke it, cracked it. These devices, especially with the phones, we break them. We break the screens, we drop them down the toilet, all sorts of things happen. Imagine this is like a super warranty plan. You just pay the shipping and they will send you a free device. There's more included on your 59. You also get a 1,000-seat webinar room. That's the very webinar room you're in right now. Now, I've done some research. Take a look at this. GoToWebinar, which is a popular platform out there, charge $199 per month for a webinar room that holds up to 500. We give you a 1,000-seat room included in your $59. We also give you 512 gigabyte cloud storage. We all know about the cloud now, guys. You can store your videos, your photographs, your documents. Information can be stored on the cloud. Again, this has a great value included in your $59 per month. So that gives you're basically getting back more value back from World than you're putting in. And especially with that 1% loyalty box, that could be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to you. So guys, this is the first time I've ever seen a monthly auto ship or membership program where you actually get back more than you put in. And that's what's great about this, because it is going to build massive retention in your business. Because in those other companies I mentioned earlier, where it's about $150 per month auto ship, the industry average is between 8 and 12% retention. So if you build a team of thousands of people around the world, generally, you're going to keep 8 to 12% of them. Here in World, we're going to be looking at 60, 70, 80% retention because people are staying on their loyalty membership. They want the value of it. And guys, you're able to actually earn through this compensation plan and this model more money, more residual, more ongoing monthly residual income than you are in another company that charges 3 times as much. So you're not earning less, you are actually earning more. So it's an incredible opportunity, guys. It's simple, it's lucrative, there's no joining fee. You just simply purchase one of those packs to get into your business. You can do business in over 195 countries. There's no chargebacks. You won't find this on Amazon or eBay. As I said, we're in 195 countries. Once you've qualified, there is no need to re-qualify. There's no hoops to jump through every single month like in a lot of companies. And of course, because we're a digital service, after you've purchased your HELO products, we're a monthly digital service, which means there's no ongoing monthly shipping fees. So guys, we have literally just launched this team in the UK. It is rapidly expanding throughout Europe. We have also had teams in Australia, out there in the USA. It is growing rapidly. So if you get it and you see it tonight, The best advice I can give you is to get back to the person who invited you to this webinar and say, I get it, I see it, I'm in, and get yourself in and purchase your pack immediately. And of course, I recommend the executive pack for you to get started right. Pay less, earn more. It makes sense. If you delay it by a few hours, a day, a couple of days, then others would have joined this team that could have been in your business. And it's not just a few people who've missed out. What if 1 or 2 or 3 of those individuals goes on to build a team of thousands of people around the world? They could have been part of your business, but because you delayed, they're no longer part of your business, and you maybe missed out on that just because you procrastinated. So with that, I'm going to hand over to Dave, if you can put your mic back on, that'd be great, who's going to take you through the exact launch strategy that has been creating these record-breaking incomes in the industry around the world. Remember before I said there were plenty of people appearing in the top 50. It normally takes decades, and they're doing it in months. And the way they're doing it is with strategy. So Dave, if you could just type up, click your microphone, then I'd love to hand over to you to go through that.
So there's 2 elements to our strategy. One is we've got a leading cutting edge technology of a product and a device. And then we've got the leadership of Chad and Tina Chong that you can see there in the center of the screen there. And surrounded by individuals. Oh, and I see a new addition there of some diamonds that are part of this strategy. That's a nice little touch. I'll just recognize that. Thank you, Peter. Peter is, by the way, the UK's first grand diamond. And it only happened over a few short weeks of activity, but it is of a planned event. You know, success doesn't come to us, but success will meet us if we go out and get off the couch and get out of our comfort zone and run a strategy. And Chad and Natina sat us down and shared with us and a handful of people, you know, we are rewarded for creating volume. And that volume can be created 1 of 2 ways. That can be created fast or slow, but the end result is the same. You still need to create the same amount of volume. And that goal was to reach diamond as quickly as possible, and to help every new team member that joins the team to understand the importance of creating their own personal story within the story of the team. And diamond is that benchmark. Diamond, there's a number of ranks in between getting started and purchasing that pack and getting to diamond. But diamond is where you've really entered that first level of leadership, start qualifying for the leadership trips to Dubai in January, the leadership diamond gala dinners at the international conventions in Bangkok in May. So there's so much attached to hitting that rank that it's always important to let people know how to get started effectively and quickly, because the longer it takes to get them there, the less impressive their story is. So, but if there is a strategy to follow, then let's share that with you now. So basically, to go diamond, you build 2 teams. You build a left and a right. And within those teams, you must generate on a weekly cycle. And a weekly cycle generally is a 7-day period. So let's say 1 minute past midnight Pacific time in the United States on a Monday, 1 minute past midnight. So it's 12:01 a.m. through to 11:59 p.m. the following Monday. So it's generally a weekly cycle, but we are in the middle of a cycle right now that ends next Tuesday, but we've had 13 days to build momentum. I know we've had the festivities in the way, but that, you know, generally that's 1 day. People overindulge. They get caught up in the commercialism. And then I don't know if you've ever heard this saying, but I know I have in my family gatherings. It's like, well, that was just for 1 day. It's all over. And how much did we spend? This is an opportune time to pick up that telephone, not just to simply drop a link, but hopefully make connection, make a contact, pick up the telephone and say, hey, what are you going to do for the rest of the year? What are you planning for 2017? I've got my hands on a life-changing device that is not only improving people's well-being, it can literally save lives through early warning systems. See, when you've got a message like that, that's global, and people are looking to improve their health and their wealth, we have the best of both worlds. So as you build your 2 teams, you're looking to create 10,000 points in each of your teams. And basically, you can do that a number of ways. You can do that with everybody coming in on a partner pack. Every HELO is worth 100 points. So if you want to know exactly how many people do you need in each of your teams, if they all came in on just the partner pack, that one HELO device, then you would need 100 people in each team to go diamond. Well, that is still a tremendous success. That is something to be applauded and recognized. The question, though, I would ask each and every one of you, is it easier or faster to get there with 100 people buying one HELO, or get there with 20 people that buy an executive pack? Because if you get 20 people who come into your team left and right, so there's 40 in total, who all understand the strategy, who are thinking business, who are thinking entrepreneurial, that they realize they want to pay less and make more, as Peter explained to us, then the fastest route to diamond is go and find at least 4 to 5 people on your left and 4 to 5 people on your right and teach them how to go get their 4. When you do that and they all buy the executive pack within a 7-day cycle, it must be in a cycle. You can't have 10 come in this week, in this cycle, and then 10 get in next week. You can build on that, but you really need 10,000 sales volume in a weekly cycle to hit diamond. And that's what we're here to help you do. How do you do that? Well, you make a list of those people that are your level and above, that are entrepreneurial, that understand being part of a global growth trend, being in the forefront of the exponential growth of wearable technology that is literally creating bio profiles of an individual, that this is way up and beyond a fitness device. And to help you share that message, very simply, we put a team website together, as you can see there, HELO-world.com. So you share that excitement with your potential prospect. You tell them about this wearable technology. You ask them to go to this link, watch a 5-minute video that will introduce them to the HELO device, and then they can actually watch a real-time recording of one of our partners going through the functions, so they can actually see the functions actually working in conjunction with their mobile app by clicking on the top right where it says HELO demo. And once they've seen that 5-minute video introducing them to the device, watch the demonstration, your goal then is to either get them on a 3-way call with one of your partners that will be supporting you, or drive them to the very next webinar. And we hold these webinars every night at 9 p.m. We are building momentum. So your goal on a daily basis is how many eyeballs can you get to the team website to watch the 5-minute overview. Then invite them to the evening webinar where they can see a little bit more meat put to the bone. And then after the webinar, you simply get on the call to them and ask them what did they like best and are they ready to get started? Or, which pack suits you best. It's, people need to be led. That's what the exciting thing. But here's one thing. This is going to happen with or without you or I. This global explosion is happening. This isn't up for debate. This is really looking for those who want to improve their own health and they want to impact others' health. And now, I don't think there's a more honorable opportunity right now at this moment in time. There's a lot of money-making ideas out there. There's a lot of opportunities in commodities that makes a lot of money. But about making money is one thing. But what if we could actually improve and save lives and create wealth in the process? I think that's incredibly exciting. And as Peter's already alluded to, we're expanding down into the Australasia market. In fact, I'm coming off of this webinar and speaking to one of our leaders down there in Melbourne as I come off of this call. We are holding daily opportunity webinars down there in the Australian market. That is 10 a.m. UK time, which happens to be 9 p.m. North South Wales time. We've also got webinars to be announced. In the next 48 hours, we'll be announcing timings for the United States of America. So we'll be holding daily webinars for the United States market, Australian market, UK market, and of course, European, because they're only an hour difference. We are looking for leaders. We are looking for people that want to build. We're looking to support them in their endeavors and build success and your story to help you get to Bangkok, May the 27th. There's going to be an incredible event. It'll be their international event. You're going to be able to take in the HQ in Bangkok. You'll be able to visit the top earners' 24,000 square foot home in Bangkok, where they live in Thailand, and where there are going to be a number of excursions around the city. There's going to be a couple of gala nights where you have a 5-star banquet meal, and then the event, the main convention event, on the Saturday, the 27th. So, you know, it's not about just getting in. Be part of the growth. Be part of the momentum. Be the reason that this team is succeeding and exponentially growing. So with that said, I'm looking forward to helping each and every one of you finish the year 2016 with momentum, going into 2017 with an opportunity that is literally revolutionizing the wearable technology space, but empowering and impacting the wellness of each and every person that wears that device, that can potentially save millions upon millions of people because of the early warnings of their vital statistics. With that said, Peter did an incredible job. We're excited about sharing that with you this evening, and we're going to leave you. Is there a video to show, Peter? I think there's a video that's going to be played. Good night to you. Get back with the individual, and we'll look forward to welcoming you onto the team.